battling Artificial Instinct tonight. It's been a long time coming. Yeah, that's about it. I don't really need to talk. I'll fucking let my buyers talk for me. Fuck you.
Same shit as usual. There's fucking no time at all at the prep, but that's how I got the 4-1 in the first place, you know what I mean? So, kind of do the same shit I always do. Fucking worked on my delivery since last time, because obviously I had to fuck up last time. So, yeah, it's coming to catch another body like usual.
On the Spot Battle League presents Mindkins, the main event battle of the night, the battle y'all been waiting for. My co-host MDB as always.
Yeah, you know what it is. On the spot, New Brunswick. Holler at me if you want to catch a body. It's your boy, Mike Dow. Bars. I'm not even gonna waste time on any alias. Let's fucking go.
All right, battler to my left, introduce yourself.
It's Komplic8ed, aka the Crimson Chin.
I gave him that name. I gave him that.
Battler to my right, introduce yourself.
Artificial, tired as fuck as always, but I just took a pretty nice piss, so I think we're good to go.
Hold it down.
Shout out to Comatose.
Last battle of the night, we want cricket. Artificial Instinct won the coin toss. It's RJ Bly first. Komplic8ed.
Hold it down, hold it down.
Round 1 on Komplic8ed. Let's go.
I ain't starting until y'all shut the fuck up.
Everybody shut the fuck up!
Fucking mouth. Round 1 on Komplic8ed. Let's
Hold it down.
Try it, how they can work here.
Hold me down. I tried, right? Yo, in the back. Shut your fucking mouth. Last battle of the night, guys.
I would rather punch you in your fucking face. But that's not how we solve it, so I came here to put art in a box like I was drawing a comic. You think he's gonna beat me? Yeah, right, what is Jesse drinking? If you think you're gonna beat me, then you're on more drugs than Jesse Pinkman. So your name is Artificial Instinct. Yup, that's as bad as it seems. But it makes sense if your instinct was to accept a battle with me. See, you run your mouth a lot, but you are not tough, you just talk tough, so it's nothing for me to leave this rapper boxed up like hot stuff. Now the stage is my butcher shop. Shut up, faggot. I'm about to hang you on a meat hook. I bet your favorite part of the Rocky movie was the meat hook. I nicknamed my right hand Peter Pan because you can meat hook. I fucked your girl and she loves my dick. Now she's meat hooked. Now you're gonna lose, chump. This dude's punk, so here's some fucking news, bud. When you talk to MJ about having passion, you a bit too much. So let me imitate this fruit cup. Your girl's the kind of whore that I adore. I made her vagina sore with violent force. Blood from inside her poured as she cried and roared when she said that my hammer was the size of Thor's. Hold it down. I wrote my second and third round 4 days ago. You can't match my dedication. I can write a whole battle in 2 days. Ask 360 about that demonstration because real battlers don't need all that fucking time and preparation. So you claim you're sick, I'm the fucking medication. Now I helped build this league. What have you done for the spot? You ask for money every time like I need something in the pot. You act tough when you're not, so that's something that should stop. So you're asking for trouble if you push me because you'll be quick to get a pop. See, because Jesse's the type of guy that thinks he's tough just because he's a rapper, but General Lee, I drop bows, so if Jesse wants to duke it out, it'll be a hazard. Now you thought that you would beat me. There's no way in hell, bro. I'll have you tapping faster than a 16-year-old girl on her cell phone. You ain't a killer in this battle shit. You just pretend to kill this left hand to make you see more stars than the Expendables. Or I came with actual bars, so you really need to listen, punk. You're already in the fucking body bag. I just need to zip it up. Fuck you.
Round 1 on Artificial Instinct. Let's go.
Let's get it. So first things first.
Hey,
Ready?
Shut the fuck up.
Ready?
don't fuck up this battle. I'll fuck you in the ass.
So first things first. I heard you like macking on bitches half your age and I hate pedos. Did you say it was Jay Blau was battling or was it fucking Jay Leno? Fucking Jay Blau. Mr. Jerking off with the same hand you're choosing women with. Sending them friend requests with dick pics from Google Images. Hey yo Moncton, might as well tell him now who is winning this. He's an extreme couponer when it comes to lube certificates. And he don't even bang broads, he just lubes his dick with it. Probably goes to the strip club and has a girl just move her hips until he splooges in his little fluids. But nah, this is why I didn't want this battle. Everyone knows I'm fucking eating them. And why the fuck can't you just accept that your dick size is fucking medium?
Guys, 60 seconds, shut the fuck up, please.
Fucking...
No, I paid for my fucking drink to stay here and fix it.
You gave the secret
Couldn't hear you
shut
on
up.
the sound of your
Hold it down, hold it down.
Shut up! Come on, hands up! Shut up! Jeez. Hold it down!
Fuck me up.
Shut the fuck up!
Fucking pissing me off with your banana-shaped face. I hate this fucker. You made me just want to take your mother, bring her on a date for supper to Dave and Buster's, rape a fucker, and have her living in the basement cupboard. Stockholm syndrome. Till she thinks that I'm her fate, her lover. Then I drop her off at her crib, and she realizes I gave her the fakest number. Boss life. You don't know what my dog's like. My dogs bite like a bark's bite. Well, your bark's light like a bark's light. All you do is bark. Never been in a dog fight, and you don't even bark right. Well, I just think terrifying and shock in the dark night. Or I'll just spark the metal and have them shock like an electrified batarang on the dark night. You already know I could do this all night, but where I come from, lying about guns isn't all right. Start time, Mike? Fuck it. Drunken master. Stuck in class drawing big veiny triumphant bastards off. Fuck it, I'll run one back and leave a stomach splattered. You're such a has-been who's never fucking have been able to make something happen. You're just a faggot. And yeah, for taking this battle, you may be ballsy, but I'm a fucking dream. Yeah.
Step your fucking gates up.
I don't mind the way Scotians talk, but when you say the word bars, I'm not talking about cars. When I say I want to punch your accent. I suppose I can't really land out of you, though, so fuck your dad. Fuck, round one light work, let's go.
You guys not understand this? Come on, guys.
All right, round two on Komplic8ed. Let's go.
So you call me Jay Leno, but that line was all right, bro. I am Jay Leno when I kick your fucking ass on tonight's show. Now, if there's one thing I know about Moncton, it's got nothing to do with you. Y'all be lots of groupie chicks. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I don't come here looking for boom to hit. We ain't famous, but some of us are actually fucking sick. But that doesn't mean that we want to come up here and rub your clits. See, I don't play with groupies no more. I fucking had enough of it. Y'all are cock feet to see rappers and start jumping dicks like Rusty's bitch. Hold up. Don't get mad on me. I'm happy for you, and I think it was all fake, but you picked the wrong day, compadre, so I had his mom taste. Now hold up. I know what y'all are thinking. Wow, that shit is mean. That mom comment was irrelevant. She had 3 more guys in between. Now back to you. I don't need to pull anything from your dusty locker. I got you a grave dug 6 feet deep right next to Rusty's father. Now when you were off for this battle, your thought should have been to say no, mister, because the bars I bring to a battle are hotter than K-Flow's sister. I love you. That you didn't want to battle me. But how could you say no when nothing that you say is dope? I mean, my bars are hot, but you ain't, bro. So watch as I turn this into a huge rape show, because when I finish lines, I'll have you running faster than Usain Bolt. See, because you're a massive twerk. So don't ask him whose ass it hurts, because on Sundays, he has to work at the Catholic Church and get smacked and murked when the pastor lurks. And I met your girl. I took her to bed and sent her panties flying and made her scream yes more times than Daniel Bryan. And you act like a king and she's a queen, but that ain't what it's looking, B. She's ugly as fuck and you just think you're a king like Booker T. See, our body's like 5 people acting like he's a big threat. But the problem is not a single one of them had a big rep. You were salty when you lost to Demix and ain't nobody impressed. You're another dude who gets shook of a real opponent like Jim West. Now you rap fast, but it's masked with weak fillers. So don't act like you're rhyming so bold. It's funny that you're so young because your style's so old. No, I'm not fucking with you. These next bars are meant to hurt you. I came to the ring to body Jesse No Ventura. So with that said, you have a 2 2-year-old child and bet money on battles, always talking the price. You were not fucking right. I bet you play the slots lots of night. Reality check. Your daughter's your life and you know that it's true. You don't load up the views, you put your dough up to lose. So every time you gamble dollars and don't walk out with a few, is money that could have bought your daughter some clothes or some food. Now think of what you could have done with that cash that you should have thought to save. You could have used it to buy your daughter a present and put a smile on her face. You spent it on me instead of her. That's something I never thought you'd do. I find it funny I don't have a child, but yet I'm a better father than you. Hold up! I'm not saying this just because of this fatherly advice, even though it's fucking true. I'm saying this because during this entire battle, I'm straight sonning you.
Give it up! Make a fucking noise! All right! Round two! Hold it down! Round two on Artifishul. Let's go! Let's go!
Hey, you guys.
Let's fucking go!
Shut up!
Hold it down! Oh, man. Let's let him spit this shit.
So who the fuck are you gonna bring up my family life? For that, all three. Me and my daughter's living like. I can't remember this shit. Let's go. Okay. Get it. Fuck it. So for that, all free. I mean, my daughter's living like a princess, and anyone who knows me that you could ever ask, I'll agree. Plus, I get laid more, win more battles than your whack on beat. But I guess lying about a defenseless child for shock value is all you really have on.
Shut the fuck up, people! Come on!
That was a dope fucking freestyle. You'll miss
Funny
that.
thing is, the people that are loud are the people that pay cover not to watch this battle. Ha!
Just wanted to touch me. Hey, you touched me.
Okay. You broke the contract.
Do you even realize how hilariously awkward it is coming at me with your serious face? Got me feeling like your bars are just a prelude to a serial rape. Where he has a fucking anxiety attack before he even starts feeling her legs, and then he realizes she's down to fuck and he appeals to his place. She doesn't even get to start feeling his grapes. Fucking unintentional comedy. See, that's why even at your best it don't bother me, because only nerds respect your game like Etrian Odyssey.
Shut up! You don't have to be louder.
Shut up!
Last battle of the night. Come on, guys. Fuck, man. Here.
Shut the fuck up, people! Let's go!
All right, don't fucking cheer for that. Shut up.
In your face, comedic gold. But it's so distracting. It's a secret fucking weapon to control the action, and that's why the dopest rapping from gold to platinum always have this choke reaction, because in reality, they're trying to fucking hold from laughing. But don't think I didn't know this happens. See, I brought my own attractions to fold his ass and leave him with a swollen chasm like a soul assassin. See, this is why this whole battle I've been talking to you about. And you know it's bad when the master of bird bars is fucking calling you a weirdo. Oh shit though, did you guys see his compliment battle where Sarah made him a man? Where she got on her knees in front of you and you serenaded your pants? What are we getting, mad dog? I'm just fucking razzing you, bro. Actually, no. I'll turn your fucking face back to the back of your dome while I'm smashing your skull and cracking your bones, because this asshole is known for his lack of control. Insert generic gun line about barrels and Tommies like Alan Capone. But in Capone's case, the abbreviation for Al is Alphone. See, that was my impression of you. Like when you spit that line about smoking methadone and people acted like it was actually dope when everyone knows methadone isn't something you'd ever pack in a bowl like crack and you'd smoke. It's a drink or a tablet you swallow or use to powder your nose to get off of the oxys and get back to having a family at home. See, that's why you'll never have any hope. Because you fake your style instead of writing authentic lines about an action you know, and that's also why you'll never be anything but a battle rapper's whack-ass average Joe. Because you bring nothing to the table but generic babble that actual talent having rappers look at as a joke, dog. I mean, I fucking swear on my daughter's life, the best rappers from Scotia have been begging me to murder you. And that's as profound as it gets. And it's funny because the wackest ones don't want to show me an ounce of respect. And I'd be lying if I said anything I do will ever amount to the best. But real will always recognize real and now in that vest. Time.
All right. Round 3 on Komplic8ed. Let's go.
Hey!
Hold it down. Hold it down.
Hold it down!
Final round.
Because they didn't bet money on this. Because they didn't bet money on this one.
Turn your ears up and give a fuck!
Go.
No, I came here to body you, and that plan is true. You brought up Sarah Abel, she's more of a fucking man than you.
Is that just a meme story? Is that just a meme?
Fucking lightweight. You probably thought I would name drop your family and be the biggest asshole. I decided not to this time to prove I don't need that to it. I didn't name drop your family.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Now, I usually don't murder my opponents, but after this, y'all can mourn them. I only kill people that deserve it, like Dexter Morgan. So you think you're better than me? Good. Take the step to prove it, you pathetic humanist. Your execution every second's ruthless when you put a little munchkin versus someone with more punches than Lennox Lewis. No, I was talking battle-wise, but if you want to, the next box, you're as soft as like 10 moths, so when I start knocking his head off, he'll curl into a ball quicker than Sonic the Hedgehog. See, he acts hard, but he's a mark, so fuck art, my bars will rip through. The first 3 letters of your name is the only fucking art that is in you. So don't try to be the hardest, you're a fucking piece of garbage. I'll cop an AK and spray art on the wall like graffiti artist. No, I've been doing laps around you ever since I stepped into action. I thought you had drive for success, but it was less than imagined. You're losing this race, so you need a better plan when you're rapping. You're just a bitch going in circles like Danica Patrick. No, I mean as fuck, cause I'm evil. You're quite feeble and look at you like needles, hoping those king of the dark eyes see you, but there's no way those eyes see you like blind people. And fuck your whack music. You couldn't even sound good if you lip synced, and you only have to see this pussy for a second to know you basic instinct. No, AI? Those are hard initials, but artificial, you aren't official. He's not hard, he's brittle. So if you spark a pistol, then I target missiles. He couldn't harm the little. He'd break his arms opening a jar of pickles. There'll be nothing for you to wave a blade his way and part his middle. So fuck this goof, and anything that you were gonna spew in a sentence, what I do in his session is rude. So watch with viewer discretion, teaching his tool a lesson on what to do when he come to an event and not make excuses when he loses like this fool did with Demix. Because you're a useless mark. You think that you can spar and do some harm with your noodle arms, improve your heart, splatter and messy patterns. That's what you do with art.
Or compare arms. Oh, sure.
Now fuck your extra time. 2 minutes was fine, and y'all ain't getting an apology because I just showed y'all a perfect example of quality over quantity. Hold up. Don't you try to act like what I'm saying isn't true, because you can tell by your rounds these people didn't fucking come here to listen to you. Time.
Final round.
Freestyle closer. Fuck you.
Round 3 on Artificial Instinct. Let's go.
Shut up.
Let him spit.
I mean, how inflated must your ego be?
Bring your voice! Come on, bring it!
Well, not all these bars are fucking hard bars.
Yell at this guy.
No, man. I'm gonna talk to
Yell at this guy.
You gotta overcome the ignorance!
I'm gonna fucking talk to this dude sometimes. Okay. I almost wore the same color shirt. Fuck, that would've been weird. That would've sounded like real weird. I mean, how inflated must your ego be to assume I'm ducking you just because I don't fuck with you? Then in every conversation you have to mention you're a humble dude. At least when I try to sell a battle and start acting like a fucking douche to the person I'm about to start running through, I don't go around telling everyone I'm the nicest person I'll ever run into. But see, there's lessons for you to learn while I punish you. I don't understand how these fans even stomach you. Acting like women don't like him because he's hated or scorned. Dog, women don't like you because your face is deformed. I mean, with that fucking chin, I mean, you can't get women unless you're stacking that clean paper, so just tell them to check in a week later when I'll hold you by the back of your head and file it down with a cheese grater. Like, you want to take it to real life? Fucking expect will happen. You'll have the smile of an 8-year-old and your neck goes snap when I give you some of that retroactive dental action. Yeah. For real, though. For real. I'm moving. You serious? Serious? Fuck it, you and your boys are all whack. So we can take this shit outside in 5 minutes once I get my money and we don't void the contract. I'm dead fucking serious, I ain't playing, Jay. All you'll feel is a razor blade serrage your face, and it doesn't even matter if I have him leg encased, cause all your mother wants is another baby like Ace of Base. So go ahead and keep talking that shit. And if you really have so much of that motherfucking confidence, bitch, why don't you show us all the scars scars on your wrist. Go on, show him. Show him the scars on your wrist. That's what I fucking thought. That's what I fucking thought. Show him that, bitch.
I don't got an emo cut, bitch.
What the fuck is that shit? Honestly, nothing, bro. I mean, if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't stop till I'm cutting bone. If I was in your shoes, I'd do it with only your dog in your mother room. You shave off any second of your life was for conjuring up the no. Listen. Because it's just too damn easy to fade someone so bony and rotten. Because it's nothing for me to just spin fist homie and rock them. Fuck judges. The ref should have already been pulling me off them. Fuck a third round decision and fuck a stretcher. This is only a coffin. Mike did a lot to give you this opportunity. Dude's fucking loyal and honest. Too bad for you, I'm a man of my word and I'm holding a promise. But me? I've always been my true self while I'm dismembering titans. But according to Jim, y'all like that unoriginal repetitive writing. Oh, you don't like me raping your families? Well, what the fuck do you expect from a Viking? And since no one gets my MMA bars, I think it's time you get a lesson in striking. So today's topic's defense. Hands up, chin down, try to tuck it like I do. I know you got an easy target there, but what can a guy do? But like in battles, how it's so easily just something to write to, it's also easily just something to write to and night. But they say to never look past your opponent, even though it's something that I do. But it doubles the force of my blows when I aim the punches behind you. Like a Apollo and Rock. If you don't get the mind state, then you should quit. But I'm Bizarro Miyagi. Thought I was training you when I was making you my bitch. Time.
Give it up for these motherfuckers! We will be back with the decision in a minute on that one. Do you guys want to know who won that battle? I talked to the judges, and they're going to give it to Komplic8ed.
Komplic8ed just killed Art because even though the crowd was loud and stuff, Art still needs to bring it up. He had awesome bars. Komplic8ed was on point the whole time. He bodied him out.
It's Metaphysic raining out here. Okay, for the final battle of the night, it was Komplic8ed versus Artificial Instinct. Body bag, Komplic8ed. I mean, Artificial Instinct had the bars, he did have the content, but his presence and being able to hear what he said was kind of hard. That didn't help the crowd there, but I still feel like Komplic8ed was more well prepared. He came with the rebuttals. I didn't hear Artificial do one rebuttal. Maybe I'm wrong, sorry if I am, but either way, I felt Komplic8ed was more prepared and more willing to get the job done, so Komplic8ed.
I've been trying to score these fair all night. I just fucking can't say anything else, but Komplic8ed came with it, man. And as well as Artificial Instinct, but Komplic8ed fucking edged it for sure. It was a good battle, long-awaited battle. I can't wait to see the footage. Peace.
Big up on the spot. It's my second time judging, and tonight all the battlers brought their game, no doubt. The main event, I had to give it to Komplic8ed 3-0 for the fact that shots. I judged every battle tonight the same way I judge every battle, like boxing. I go after shots, personal shots, bar shots, not just rhyming, not just spin, not just flowing. And Komplic8ed, he definitely brought it, no doubt. So I had to give it to him 3-0, body, that's what it is.
Johnny Manic, Face Value, UDFA, SBR Cartel, Visualize, all that jazz. That was an awkward battle to judge because I couldn't hear what the fuck Artificial was saying. I got in there, I caught his bars though. I liked what he was doing with the quiet shit, getting up close and personal, trying to edge him, but he did it the whole battle. So I ended up going with Komplic8ed. He had more schemes, he had more going on for him. So yeah, I went Komplic8ed.